California Memorial Stadium in Berkeley. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Cal Golden Bears. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Hey guys, checking in pregame with the Miami head coach. He told me this is a big challenge for them just from a time zone standpoint. He's trying to do a lot of research with his sports information and sports performance coaches to make sure their team is prepared and ready to fight this east to west time zone travel. We'll see if they're able to perform well here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The Golden Bears offense comes onto the field first today. There's Khalil Valentine. Turned out more than 150 yards and found pay dirt a couple of times in their victory last game. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll move the wide receiver. First play of this drive. Out wide right, it's Valentine. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And that play works because the QB did an unbelievable job. He's going through his progressions. He's sitting in the pocket, and he sees, man, a lot of space out to his right. I get the ball to my playmaker, and he does the rest. This is what's so fun about him. He's going to make the catch. He's going to make people miss, use his speed to make big plays.
Motion from the wide out. Drops back on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. They'll need a bunch on second down. Quick give. It's Valentine. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
It's third down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be... yards short, and it's fourth down.
Well, on that third down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after they catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier inbounds and getting him down, now setting up fourth.
Makes the grab. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
And, man, this is exactly what you want as a play caller. You want to get your quarterback settled, give him some bunnies early to make some plays so he's feeling bulletproof. 4 for 4 to start the game. Yes, please. Offensive coordinator Jesse, I'm giving him an A+ so far for checking those boxes.
Well, he's done a good job getting his quarterback prepped for this one, too, because watching this guy throw the ball, he's making quick decisions, and he's throwing the ball with a lot of conviction. You can tell this guy watched a lot of film. He has the answers to the test early in this game.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. From the gun. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on.
It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And that's a frustrating end to a promising drive. When you get the first drive, you start to go down the field, get in the enemy territory, thinking you might get points, and you do what you can't do.
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Caught in the backfield, it's Jacobs. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Got his man in the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tells to run, wants to pass. The quick game. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
It's complete on the right side. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And the Hurricanes have their offense in high gear. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Mensah. Here comes the heat. Grabs it inside the 15. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
Out wide left, it's Jacobs. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. A give to Brown. And he's in. Touchdown, Canes. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Golden Bear offense ready to start this drive. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Left side is Perry. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. They're all over him. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. They'll snap it with a minute to play here in the opening stanza. Second down to the air. Still looking to his right. Trying to get rid of it. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
Another incompletion on third down.
What we saw earlier in the game, after not getting it on third, going for it on fourth down and having success. So you got to wonder, after that incompletion, are they going to try that again and stay aggressive here on fourth?
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Jacobs. And they got the defense. When they get it to the 29-yard line. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling, those are the guys they're finding.
Sells to Faith. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. The Hurricanes can really attack on this second and short. Throwing, Mensah. Right side, it's Lofton. Quick step and go. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Wide left, it's Vaughn. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line. What will the offense dial up on third and goal?
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for us.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to Pater. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. On the direct snap, it's Brown. Not only the fourth and goal stop, but they get him in the backfield at the 4-yard line. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. The run inside, it's Valentine. Gets him away from trouble. That's a pickup of 6. Mark it at the 10. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Right back to the well. They'll mark him down at the 17, and that'll be enough to move the chains.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. He's past the marker, ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. The Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. And he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And that short completion now sets up a big 3rd down here in the red zone for this team. They haven't scored yet. They're only trailing 7-0, and this is a big one. It's very, very hard to throw the football in this area of the field. You get the feeling a critical 3rd down now. They need something good to happen, putting a lot of trust in their quarterback to make the right decision and make the big play.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the 3rd down, and they get the 1st down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a 3rd down stop.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. And the Golden Bears slide it up with a 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cal. The extra point here would tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
2nd down coming up. They'll send the back in motion. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down.
Well, that's 2 very good decisions on that play by the quarterback, right? Number 1, not to hand it off. That was the right look to throw into. And the second good decision was his guy was covered, so don't throw it. Just take off and get what you can get. You got to like the decision-making this guy is showing right now in this game.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Here's Darian Mensa to throw. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Fires to the big fella. Still on his feet at the 45. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Fresh set of downs going up top. He's going to take off. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Canes come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Fires to the middle. It's caught. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's Mensa to throw. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Cal's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Out wide right, it's Perry. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Finds his target, and he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers, those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. It's complete to the left. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We start with a look in on BYU, taking on the number 7 team, the Colorado Buffaloes. And it's the Buffaloes on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates. And while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC. And now over to your game in Berkeley. This team is on top right now thanks in large part to the play of that burner on the outside. It's like he has glue on his hands, catching every ball that comes his way, and he's helped build this halftime advantage. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside California Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Golden Bears will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
The Hurricanes head coach told me at the half he is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge. They get the ball here, and they are expecting to go right down the field, regain some of that momentum that their quarterback had in the first half, and make sure he is setting the tone for the second. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. 2nd and long here. And it pays off, the sack at the 20.
And the sack comes from the middle linebacker, who is the quarterback of the defense. Not only does he get everybody lined up, make all the calls, play the run, he can also rush the passer and sack quarterbacks. What a job.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Mensah. On the move, he fires. Left side is Upshaw. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, I think on that play, why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Canes are moving quickly down the field. Finds his man on the RPO. Could not make his way to the corner.
The offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
He wants to throw it again. Grab behind the line. It's Brown. Got enough space. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cal! Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Miami sideline. There is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Rides to the back. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. It's caught downfield. There he goes. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at 2.
You know it's always a good idea? Getting it to your best playmaker. That's a good idea. Whether it's shallow, whether it's deep, this guy can make things happen. He's lightning in a bottle when he catches the football. And that pass, it was short, but watch him. He can make guys miss, outrun, turn those little bitty catches into big plays.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Long way to go on second down. On play action. Right side, it's Brown. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things. Line for us. Trying to squeak through the pile. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the snap, it's Pringle. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down in the... Pays off.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
Hand off for Brown. Maybe headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. His huge game continues. 3rd time he's gotten pay dirt in this one. And numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the season. And he made the extra point without problem. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Rush is on. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this to get the football.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Throwing, Mensah. Out wide right, it's Lofton. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll run it. It's Brown. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
On 1st down, it's Brown again. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
They'll need a bunch on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got his man on the right. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. That's a great start to this second half.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Just keep slinging it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Valentine. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Snapped on fourth down. Throws for the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time. And the Golden Bears, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Drops back on first down. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. Still a lot of time to go here in the third quarter, but they want the ball back right now with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and I know you're down. I think it's always hard of when to pull the trigger, when to be aggressive. And listen, they decided it was time. It's the third quarter. Got to make something happen. Got to make a play. Unfortunately, it was just unsuccessful.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Sells the run, looking to pass. Out wide left, it's Lofton. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on this ranking. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Right side, it's Jacobs. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wide receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Fires into the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense in a bunch formation. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Got out of trouble and throws. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Turning it on! Inside the 40. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Osborne. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. The Golden Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Oh, pressure's coming. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Throws to the tight end. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Holly Rowe has an update.
Guys, here on the Hurricanes sideline, the team is rallying around their quarterback. He has been terrific today. Every time he comes off the field, they're patting him on the back, making sure he knows that he is their guy. His performance has been stellar. Not a big surprise, but still, the way he's shown up and shown some composure and poise, the guys are rallying and loving what they're seeing from their QB. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. One more time, it's Brown. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. They've got it at the 41. 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Here's Mensah to throw. Zings it complete to the right. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the Hurricanes decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Golden Bear offense ready to start this drive. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. It's complete to the right. At the 35, he's loose. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Wants to throw one first. Turns it upfield. At midfield, he's got room. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Fresh set of downs going up top. Quickly out to the tight end. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
And the Golden Bears have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. He's looking at this as a free play. Wants to throw. Gets rid of it. Left side is Perry. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Golden Bears trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Buying time to his right. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in, I'm playing the pass.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
You know, I wonder if the offensive coordinator is wishing he would have tried running the football a couple plays ago because the windows are so small to throw into down here. You've had an incompletion. You've now given up a sack. It's going to make this 3rd down really tricky.
Rolls right. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And this game's starting to take away.
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
He'll start on the ground with Brown. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they take a knee on 4th down, having inflicted enough damage, and that ought to do it. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt. They sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape.